Spring Boot interview questions and answers. Beginner means advanced. Introduction. This is a structured set of commonly asked Spring Boot interview questions with clear answers. It covers: check, Spring Boot fundamentals, dependency injection and beans, REST APIs and microservices, Spring Data JPA and databases, security and authentication, configuration and deployment, advanced Spring Boot architecture concepts. Spring Boot is one of the most widely used Java frameworks for building backend applications and microservices. 1 to 20. Spring Boot Basics. 1. What is Spring Boot? Spring Boot is a Java framework used to build production-ready Spring applications quickly. 2. Why use Spring Boot? CAPS, faster development, auto-configuration, embedded servers, microservices support. 3. Spring versus Spring Boot. Spring means full framework requiring configuration. Spring Boot means opinionated framework with auto setup. 4. What is dependency injection? Injecting dependencies automatically instead of creating them manually. 5. What is inversion of control? IOC. Framework manages object lifecycle. 6. What is bean in Spring? Object managed by Spring Container. 7. What is application context? Central Spring IOC container. 8. What is auto configuration? Automatic configuration based on dependencies. 9. What is starter dependency? Pre-configured dependency bundle. 10. Common starters. Spring Boot Starter Web, Spring Boot Starter Data JPA, Spring Boot Starter Security. 11. What is embedded server? Built-in server, like Tomcat. 12. Supported embedded servers: Tomcat, Jetty, Undertow. 13. Main Spring Boot annotation, @Spring Boot application. 14. What does @Spring Boot application include? Click @configuration. Click @enable auto configuration. Click @component scan. 15. What is @component scan? Scans Spring components automatically. 16. What is @bean? Explicit bean creation method. 17. What is @component? Generic Spring managed component. 18. What is @service? Business logic layer annotation. 19. What is @repository? Database access layer annotation. 20. What is @controller? MVC controller handler. 21 to 40. REST APIs and web development. 21. What is REST API? HTTP-based web service architecture. 22. What is @REST controller? REST endpoint controller.
23. Example REST controller.
@REST controller, public class user controller. 24. What is @request mapping? Maps HTTP requests. 25. What is @get mapping? Handles HTTP GET requests. 26. Example GET endpoint. @get mapping /users. Public list users get users. Return users. 27. What is @post mapping? Handles HTTP post requests. 28. What is @path variable? Extracts value from URL path. 29. Example path variable. @get mapping. user/ID. 30. What is @request param? Reads query parameters. 31. What is @request body? Maps request JSON to object. 32. What is response entity? Full HTTP response wrapper. 33. What is HTTP status code? Indicates request result. 34. Common HTTP methods: get, post, put, delete. 35. What is exception handling? Managing application errors. 36. What is @controller advice? Global exception handler. 37. What is @exception handler? Handles specific exceptions. What is validation in Spring Boot? Verifying request data. 39. Validation annotation example. @not null. 40. What is Swagger Open API? API documentation tool. 41 to 60. Spring Data JPA and Database. 41. What is Spring Data JPA? Simplifies database access using JPA. 42. What is JPA? Java Persistence API. 43. What is Hibernate? Popular JPA implementation. 44. What is entity? Java class mapped to database table. 45. Entity example. @entity public class user. Primary key annotation. 47. What is @generated value? Auto generates IDs. 48. What is repository interface? Data access abstraction. 49. Example repository. Public interface user repository extends JPA repository user log. 50. What is CRUD repository? Basic CRUD repository interface. 51. What is JPA repository? Advanced JPA repository interface. 52. What is pagination? Loading data page by page. 53. What is lazy loading? Loading related data only when needed. 54. What is eager loading? Loading related data immediately. 55. What is transaction? Group of DB operations executed together. 56. What is @transactional? Manages database transactions. 57. What is JPQL? Java Persistence Query Language. 58. What is native query? Direct SQL query execution. 59. What is connection pooling? Reusing DB connections. 60. Common databases with Spring Boot? PopGraSQL, Pop MySQL, Pop Oracle, Pop MongoDB. 61 to 80. Security, microservices, and configuration. 61. What is Spring Security? Authentication and authorization framework. 62. What is authentication? Verifying user identity. 63. What is authorization? Checking user permissions. 64. What is JWT? JSON Web Token Authentication Mechanism. 65. What is OAuth2? Authorization Framework. 66. What is CORS? Cross-Origin Resource Sharing. 67. What is CSRF? Cross-Site Request Forgery Protection. 68. What is microservice? Small, independently deployable service. 69. Benefits of microservices. Check. Scalability. Check. Independent deployment. Check. Modularity. 70. What is API Gateway? Centralized Request Routing Service. 71. What is Service Discovery? Dynamic Microservice Registration. 72. What is Eureka? Netflix Service Discovery Server. 73. What is Feign Client? Declarative REST Client. 74. What is Circuit Breaker? Prevents cascading failures. 75. What is Spring Cloud? Microservices Support Ecosystem. 76. What is application.properties? Spring Boot configuration file. 77. YAML versus properties. YAML means hierarchical. Properties means flat structure. 78. What is profile in Spring Boot? Environment-specific configuration. 79. Example profile. Spring.profiles.active equals dev. 80. What is externalized configuration? Separating config from code. 81 to 100. Advanced concepts and production best practices. 81. What is actuator? Monitoring and management endpoints. 82. Common actuator endpoints. Health, metrics, info. 83. What is logging in Spring Boot? Recording application activity. 84. Common logging frameworks. Logback, Log4j2. 85. What is asynchronous processing? Non-blocking task execution. 86. What is @async? Runs method asynchronously. 87. What is scheduling? Running jobs automatically. 88. Example scheduling annotation. @scheduled. 89. What is Spring Batch? Batch processing framework. 90. What is caching? Storing frequently accessed data. 91. What is Redis integration? Distributed caching support. 92. What is Docker deployment? Containerized Spring Boot application. 93. What is Kubernetes? Container orchestration platform. 94. What is CI/CD? Automated build test deployment pipeline. 95. What is unit testing? Testing isolated components. 96. What is Spring Boot test? Integration testing annotation. 97. What is mocking? Simulating dependencies. 98. Common testing tools. C-Unit, C-Mockito. 99. What is production-ready application? Select monitoring, logging, security, scalability. 100. How to master Spring Boot. Understand Spring Core deeply. Build REST APIs. Practice microservices. Learn security and databases. Deploy production systems. Final summary. Spring Boot interviews focus on dependency injection and beans, REST API development, Spring Data JPA, security and JWT, microservices and cloud integration, production-ready architecture. Key idea. Strong Spring Boot developers understand both backend architecture and scalable enterprise application design deeply.